Hello, I'm Tan the Tan BOTC channel, and this is just a shorter stream slash video. AI has just been, there's other videos as well that keep popping up on just all the AI stuff. Like, there's certainly downfalls as well. Look at what's going on with OpenAI. They're not probably going to do very well with their projection, wasting so much money. There's those stupid facilities they want to build that wastes our money, our like electricity, and our they're wasting a lot of money on this stuff, and they're also going to waste a lot of people's resources through stuff like that with like water and electricity. And then you got like stuff like this and what happened to Microsoft recently with Phil Spencer and I forget her name, but I just remember Bond is her last name, and I'm just thinking of James Bond since I've been watching the movies recently. Um, Ironically, I've also been watching the Batman movies again. I actually started with 89 and the 78 Superman movie today. I'm going to be watching the James Gunn Superman and then the Matt Reeves Batman today as well. Um, but yeah, AI is kind of becoming mankind's new blight, and hopefully it will dwindle. And once again, just like what Actman does, I think The Dark Knight is a great movie that is just quotable for everything. This is why I think like there's not just the Joker that is quotable from that movie. There are other characters like Alfred and Harvey Dent and such. Some the frickin' line from Harvey like you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become villain. Then lines like this, things always get worse before they get better, or the some men just want to watch the world burn. That's sometimes sadly the perspective, especially some AI artists have on things, sadly. They will just want to watch others burn. Um, and utilize like rage bait in such stupid ways when rage bait is something a lot of bullies use a lot as a tactic. Now, that's not to say there aren't ways that rage bait can't be used in a way that is meaningful or deserving, but I don't know if we should be the judge, jury, and executioner of that kind of stuff, or kind of way of looking at it. And I know it's not necessarily literally executioner, judge, or jury, but you know what I mean when I say that. Can I also add, I freaking hate ads like this. I just wanted to do a video on this separately, but I'm just going to throw it in here. Besides AI ads, oh, and thank goodness Raid Shadow Legends is here to watch too, but Watcher Realms, Raid of Shadow Legends, even though I don't think they're AI games, I've talked about other AI generated games, freaking annoying when I'm trying to watch my Brandon and old videos and you got this annoying. I hate ads where they have like some Twitch streamer going, "Oh, this guy's really cool, and this is what he does." It freaking so stupid. I hate it. I freaking hate it. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that I wanted to touch on or say or contribute. I also have some stuff said in the description. Yeah, I hope you have a awesome day nonetheless. Hopefully things do get better. It is just ridiculous. AI is just, it really is a blight. It's a disgusting blight right now. The way and like in my description, I said that uh, there are ways that it can be utilized. We have to, the tortoise and the hare, even though I don't say tortoise and hare in the description, I say turtle and rabbit. Uh, but I think with the mindset, we need to be more like the tortoise when we approach AI. We need to find proper places slowly, thoughtfully. Oh, sorry, that was loud. Thoughtfully, places that AI can be utilized in useful ways. I talked about how, like, for example, the alien AI and Alien Isolation, we see some good stuff also in the medical work, or the AI in like the fear games with the enemy AI. Those might be some decent places to start, but find actual places. But I would never replace actors or art with it. If it can be used as a tool, may I emphasize that, to support something rather than to take over something. Um, Even using so many keywords to get a bunch of images like that one Disturbed song, Bad Man, uh, it's just lazy. It's not that much work put into that. Writing a book is more effort even than that. Because there's still other things that go into a book, as well as other thoughtful things. Uh, so that is a good way of describing it in order to show you the difference between why just typing in some keywords, no matter how many images you type in for the words, is a difference between writing a book. They are completely different processes, uh, and one is a lazier, more not as thought out way of doing things. And with that, people are being more like the hare, the rabbit, uh, thinking too quickly and rashly about things. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed or found something interesting from this, no matter how short it was. I would hope people would be smarter about things. AI slop is just everywhere. I wouldn't even call it AI art. I wouldn't put art at the end of it. I'm sick of seeing the AI art quotations, because it is just kind of ugly to look at. I see those stupid AI art, like you ever see those AI art girlfriend fricking things or boyfriend things that pop up on your frickin' feed? It's like some of the ugliest art. You can tell that it's AI. It's trying to be too clean and it just comes across as just unsettling and the uncanny valley. It's just stupid. Some people, of course, wouldn't see that way, but I'm pretty sure they're not really. They're more like the hair, if anything. But yeah, it's just ridiculous. Uh, another stupid, another stupid person to think about is Night's Watch, Shadversity, where he is very ignorant and very selfish. And there's his brother who's actually putting way more thought into the situation than we thought. He's like the opposite of his brother, and he's actually putting like some good insight and thought into things, where Shadversity or Shad is not, and he is kind of very jealous and of his brother and his work, as well as he shows it. I can't remember the other word to use for it, but yeah, he's just being very ignorant about everything. And he's another good example of just like a terrible person trying to defend that kind of crap. He is not doing it in a good way, where his brother's probably handling it much better. um, though I wouldn't doubt if like he went to make terrible decisions eventually, but at least he isn't right now. And he's a much better thought out person. Um, he's what actual good character development a human being should be, whereas Shad is the opposite. He is going the opposite route. But nonetheless, I don't know how to word that honestly. That's why I'm kind of like Jeff Goldbluming it a little bit there here and there. Yeah, I see a lot more insight and interest that is for the good, as well as what's brought out from his brother rather than Shad. Shad is quite the opposite, and Shad is someone I no longer watch or care for. I used to watch him. I even defended him once when Angry Joe tried to frickin' come at him, but it wasn't because of certain other things he was saying. It was because Angry Joe was approaching the situation in a kind of childish way. It wasn't so much the actual subject, more so just the execution of the subject at hand. But now I would probably most likely be on Angry Joe's side when it comes to how he's been handling things. Though Angry Joe has his times, I would hope he would learn and be a better person. But who knows? Once again, I don't get into certain things, and I don't want to ever really. There's only brief moments where I'll talk about it so that people know where I stand. and I'm a neutral person that doesn't want anything to do with any of that, any kind of nonsense that gets thrown out there. Yeah, nonetheless, I want to be as vague too on that too, so as I said twice. But yeah, whatever. You have an awesome day nonetheless. I will see you next time. I want the channel to be about fun. Also, can I mention this? I remember this comment. This person was nice, probably nicer than most, but I will say that uh, I they poked in my description of my channel a certain thing where I said I want to make videos that people can have fun about and uh, have a nice day with and such, not have a crappy day or anything like that. However, I worded it in there. And they were talking about how, like, my channel feels like it's the opposite of that trajectory. But here's the thing, my channel has like thousands of videos. And when I do a video like this, it's very rare an occasional video to happen. And sometimes that kind of crap does happen and you want to talk about it. Why wouldn't you? I mean, you come to the platform of opinions where people listen to different people's opinions as well as people uh, frickin' watch for whiners or complainers. Like, there's tons of whiners and complainers on this platform. Why wouldn't there be? Everybody has their whining and complaining moments. So to say that is like you're disregarding everything else on my channel. You have like what, 10, take for example 10, the equivalent of 10 videos on like the subject I'm doing now, okay? What is the other thousands? So you're saying that that thing that I put in my description does not, and you bothered to look at that description yet not look at the fact I have 1,000 other videos on the channel? You took the time to do that, but not the other thing, which takes just as short amount of time because it'll tell you on the channel how many videos I have, and it shouldn't be hard to find. And it's like, wow, you just did not put enough effort to find that. And you tried to use it as a point against me when my channel itself is its own point against that. It is just, I hate people trying to classify you uh, as who you are off of one or two videos, even three, instead of the tons that are fricking on there actually like more focused on, like my playthroughs and stuff. So I just hate that. I hate when people classify you off of one or two videos. It's just ridiculous. It's stupid. And it's also, just like the hare, quick thinking. It comes right back to the hare and the tortoise. Ironically, I found a way to loop it around. That was not scripted, by the way. This entire video isn't scripted. You can probably tell anyways, but nonetheless, I hope you found something interesting. I will see you next time. I mean, it's a live stream, especially during live streams, you're most likely going to have whining and complaining on live streams anyways. I mean, who doesn't have those moments when they find something to whine or complain about? I mean, since it's not scripted, hell, even scripted things, there's been whining and complaining. Take, for example, Peanut Butter Gamer or JonTron when they have to rant about a section in a video game or a movie that is really stupid. That's technically whining and complaining right there, and that's scripted. So take something like Asmongold or other streamers. Um, since I talked about him recently and have a video on him that people got all up about. Uh, take that for example. Like, I'm sure there are plenty of times where he has whined and complained about something or ranted about something in a similar vein. Yeah, we all whine and complain. We still do, both into from childhood to adulthood. You gonna doubt that? It's kind of hard to doubt. And the irony is the complaints on my complaining from the comments. So it's complaintception. I just find that really stupid. And then I make the joke about, you know, how the freedom of speech is a thing. I make the joke, how about freedom of whining? Freedom of complaining. But anyways, I hope you have an awesome day nonetheless. Uh, Probably good enough, even though I strayed off topic. I covered a bunch of things right here in a short amount of time, so hopefully that's good enough. It's already at 15 minutes, so